I greet you all in the name of Jesus Christ. You have a choice each day regarding the attitude you choose. The longer I live, the more I realize the importance of choosing the right attitude in life. It is more important than your past, more important than your education or your financial situation. It's more important than your circumstances, your success or your failure. More important than what other people think or say or do. It is more important than your appearance, your giftedness, or your skills. It will make or break a company. It will make a difference between a happy home or a miserable home. You have a choice each day regarding the attitude you chose. You cannot change the years that have passed. You cannot change the daily tick of the clock. I'm convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I respond to it. The same is true for you. Our attitude is our thought life that is turned inside out. It is something that's in us, but somebody can see. It comes out in facial expression, out of our body language. It's the posture that we decide to take towards our life. Your attitude is an inward feeling expressed by outward behavior. That is why your attitude shows without you saying a word. What is an attitude? It's the portrait of your mind, the advancement of your self. Its roots are hidden, but the fruit is always visible. It's our best friend or our worst enemy. It draws people to us or repels people from us. It's never content until it's expressed. It will determine your success or your failure. But our attitude are the most important fact that determines our success or our potential here in this life. There is a saying that says, nothing can stop a man with the right mental attitude from achieving his goals. Nothing on earth can help a man with a wrong mental attitude. If you've got the right attitude, nothing can stop you. If you've got a wrong attitude, nothing can help you. Our attitude determines our success and our happiness more than any other fact in our life. How many of you have seen people with the right attitude nearly do impossible things? And how many of you have seen people with wrong attitude hardly do nothing? Your attitude makes all the difference in every circumstance in your life. Today, your attitude helps you decide whether it's a blessing or a burden. Whether your challenge is inspiring you to believe God for more, or it overwhelms you and you're frustrated by your circumstances. Your attitude is what you use to determine whether or not, you're giving God the praise and the thanks that He is worthy of. Or you're going to complain to everybody you meet about what you're lacking in your life. Studies shows that your attitude can have a greater impact on your success than your IQ. You can be extremely talented. You have incredible potential, but if you don't have the right attitude, it will keep you from rising higher. You can't change other people. You can't change how you were raised. A lot in life we can't control. But one thing we can all control is our attitude. It is more important than aptitude or your success or your happiness in this life. It is not your aptitude. It is not how smart you are. It's not how talented you are. You can give me a less talented person any day. With a good attitude, I can do more with that person. Your attitude is a paramount in your life. There is a saying that says, a calm sea never produces a good sailor. An easy life never produces a great person. It is not what you're going through. It is how you're going through it. I would much prefer to work with someone with less skills than working with someone with more skills or skilled with bad attitude. So it's really not our aptitude that gets us promoted in life. Nearly as much as it is our attitude, your choice of attitude is without question. It is a single most important choice you make every day. There is a saying that says, attitude towards things is likely to be in a long run more important than the things themselves. The general public is watching, whether we like it or not. Our attitude is what they will remember. And unfortunately, what they'll never forget for more than what we may preach or write or sing or say is our attitude. And some of you have already begun the habit of negativism towards life. Already have developed a spirit of entitlement, as if you've got this and or you deserve a certain treatment. We need to do a real revisiting of our attitudes, putting down your foot and say, I refuse to go through a life of a bad attitude. I'm not going to let what happened to me, who did me wrong, what I didn't get, keep me from being all I was created to be. God, I know you being there for me is more than a world being against me. That's what allows God to show out in your life. Too often, we are holding on to the hurts, disappointment, the things we don't understand. The poison of our attitudes steals our passion. You have to let it go. If you can't let it go, you have to blame or have self-pity. And they are all pathetic. Blame never restores, it wounds. Blame never solves, it complicates. Blame never unites, it separates. Blame never smiles, it flaunts. Blame never forgives, it rejects. Blame never forgets, it remembers. Blame never builds, it destroys. Some of you think you've got all these problems, and you're blaming everything on your problems. But it's not your problems. It's your attitude towards your problems. I have a saying that says, you can take away every right that I have, but there is one thing you cannot take away from me, and that is my attitude. It is mine, and if I want to have a good one, nobody can make me have a bad one. The choice of attitude made all the difference in my life. They will not make me hate. I will live in hope. They will not make me bitter. I will forgive. They will not make me mean, spirited to live. They cannot make me anything. I do have a choice for myself. Your attitude is yours. Nobody can force you to have a bad one if you want to be with a good attitude. I'm gonna say this again. Your attitude is yours. It doesn't belong to anyone else. And nobody can make you have a bad one if you don't want. You might have many problems, but being like that doesn't change or solve your problems. What it does is to make you miserable, and probably most of the people around you, nobody enjoys being around somebody for a very long time with a bad attitude. You have a choice each day regarding the attitude that you choose. How important is it that we let that attitude stay positive? You can change the way you live by changing the way you think. This saying is good. It says, the longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than facts. More important to me than the past, than education, than money, than circumstances, than failure, than success, than what other people think, say, or do. It's more important than appearance, than skills. It will make or break a company, a church, or a home. The remarkable thing is that we have a choice every day regarding our attitude. Let us embrace that attitude every day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change what people think. The only thing we can do is to play on the one thing that we have, and that is our attitude. Be blessed.